Hello, my name is Donnie Roberts, and I'm going to present my PEST analysis on Mexico. In this analysis of the political system in sections, the President of the Republic has executive power, the bicameral Congress and Union has legislative power, and the federal courts of justice have judicial power. Mexico is a federal republic with 31 states with universal suffrage, a presidential system of government, and a separation of powers. This country is an electoral democracy, and regulations concerning many business practices differ between states, and tax rates vary widely. Mexico's $2.4 trillion economy is the second largest economy in Latin America, and it's the 11th largest in the world. Mexico has become increasingly oriented towards manufacturing since the North American Free Trade Agreement and entered that force in 1994. Mexico has become the U.S.'s second largest export market and third largest source of imports, and in 2017, a two-way agreement in trades of goods and services exceeded $623 billion. Mexico has become extremely reliant on the United States with trade, and the United States and its main trading partner, who is a recipient of nearly all of its exports as well. Mexico has learned to deal well with the United States to boost their own economy and make money in trading and dealing with the United States, who are a very wealthy country. Since 2013, Mexico's economic growth has averaged 2% annually, falling short of private sector expectations. Mexico is likely to continue expanding in the future years, but at a slower rate. Reasons for the slow growth is due to falling oil production, weak oil prices, structural issues such as low productivity, high inequality, a large informal sector employing over half of the workforce, weak rule of law, and corruption. Household consumption is likely to be a key growth driver as the vaccination rate rises and the labor market improves. Some of the principal industries for Mexico include food and beverages, tobacco, chemicals, iron and steel, petroleum, mining, textiles, clothing, motor vehicles, consumer durables, and tourism. Mexico's most promising sectors for U.S. exporters include advanced manufacturing, agricultural, auto parts, aerospace, consumer products, education services, and energy. Mexico's current government is led by President Enrique, who has emphasized economic reforms and implemented sweeping energy, financial, fiscal, and other telecommunication reform legislation with the long-term aim to improve competitiveness and economic growth. Mexico are active members of WTO and have benefited greatly from foreign investment following the passage of NAFTA, with billions of dollars yearly being invested into Mexico. These investments have resulted in an increase of manufacturing as a share of Mexican exports, with exports to the United States increasing to 88% of Mexican exports by 2001. Although Mexico has greatly benefited from the passage of NAFTA, the main reason that this was passed, it was not able to do that. Although there's numerous examples of how the Mexico benefited, it did lose the fact that the NFATA was supposed to bring jobs and help improve unemployment, but it ultimately failed to do so. The state of the economy currently in Mexico is growing at a rate of 4%, with the changes from inward-looking, developing economic strategy looking towards more an open economy and with a far-reaching trade liberalizing program. Summing up the economical factors of Mexico, the trading and partnership with the United States has elevated the economy of Mexico due to the explicit nature that they trade with the United States. Mexico is classified as a free market and one of the most open economies in the world due to the number of free trade agreements they have in place. Mexico does not attempt to limit their citizens to who they can buy or sell from, which makes Mexico an open economy, but not only that, a free market and practices free trade. NAFTA has benefited Mexico from an economy standpoint, but it did not feel some of the problems it was meant to solve, including an unemployment rate and including creating more job opportunities for citizens of Mexico. The socioeconomic level, gender, ethnicity, and racial perceptions, geographical characteristics, rural/urban distinctions, and other social and cultural elements all play a role in the daily life of Mexico. A Mayan peasant in the Yucatan forest lives a very different life than a successful lawyer in Toluca or a lower middle class worker in Monterrey. Power distance deals with the fact that all individuals in the society are equal, and it expresses that less powerful members are not as equal as more powerful members. The United States is not like this, but Mexico very much is. The other main difference in the systems in the United States and Mexico is individualism. Mexico is is a not individualized country, while the United States is a very individualized country. In both private and public life, the family remains a big, essential aspect of the Mexican society. From childhood through old age, family relationships have a significant impact on individual status and possibilities. Food and beverages vary significantly by location, but rely on the same staples of ingredients: corns, beans, and squash. The ingredients are very much the same, but how they are prepared throughout the country are very differently. Mexico has technological advancements that rival many other countries. Mexico has grown more contemporary, which has both positive and negative effects. Modernity brings greater technology in its application. However, this technology is the growing economic divide between the upper and lower groups. Since Mexico's population is 60% of the lower group, producing these technologies will only divide the country up even more. To summarize, the general business climate of Mexico is the 11th largest economy in the world, and is considered a free market. Being a free market has opened the country to international trade and foreign investments, which resulted in a highly diversified economy. If I were a multinational company, I would most definitely invest in Mexico. Mexico is one of the most attractive emerging countries to invest in because it's ranked 14th amongst the main foreign direct investment recipient countries on a global scale. Mexico has shown to be an emerging country and continues to try and improve in every aspect that they can by investing in education for the population and working towards reducing the unemployment rate as well. Mexico is showing every sign that it's going towards the right direction, and it would be a great investment to make. Thank you for listening to my presentation on my pest analysis of Mexico. Thank you. Have a good day.